Here we are again for Digital Fight Club Marketing, and spoiler alert, Netflix is shooting a pilot. Wow. The fight topics tonight were chosen by corporate CMOs. It's going to be so fun to watch top ad agency executives duke it out on stage. But first, let's get a preview of their side of the fight.
Kevin Williams, Executive Creative Director for VML.
And you are?
Mateen Aini, CEO for Villain.
And your fight tonight is about Gen Z and how you market to them, right? What is your take?
It's a really good time to kind of revisit how we're marketing, how we're advertising, how we're approaching this generation, because they're going to be the future. And so now's the time to kind of remodel and blow some things up.
Okay, and how about you?
Before we blow some things up, my take on it is we have enough data, we have enough tools, we have enough opportunity to reach them the right way. I just don't think we're spending enough time creating effective content to reach people that want to feel seen.
So how do you reach like a generation that is so overly stimulated? How do you get their attention?
The way you keep them engaged is you just adopt a model of transparency, responsibility, and just openness, because that's what they want and that's what they need.
How about you?
Think about this. Gen Z is the most ethnically and racially diverse generation of our time. Shouldn't everything be multicultural?
Yeah, everything is sort of multicultural anyway. So, I don't know, you guys sound like you're going to have a really fun fight. How are you feeling about this whole event tonight?
I don't know. I grew up as an athlete, so right now I'm waiting for the ball to get kicked off so I can catch it, and I'm just waiting for the first hit. So to me,
that team's going to hit you hard.
to me, I'm in the tunnel. It's game time, baby.
And how about you?
This is beautiful. It's well organized. I'd be lying if I didn't say I didn't have butterflies. You know, like you also don't want to look like a schmuck up on stage in front of people, like, right? To be real, like, you just don't want to go up there and start stuttering or not be able to clearly and concisely articulate something.
There you have it. Just don't be a schmuck.
Don't be a schmuck.
I'm a referee for Fight 1, which is, the topic is marketing to an audience that thinks no one gets them, Gen Zs.
And you've got a lot of experience with this.
We have a lot of experience trying to figure out the Gen Z and getting marketing to them right, yes.
And are you excited about Digital Fight Club?
Oh, this is my first time. I'm super excited. I have my team here. I've never been to one, so I've been looking for this for weeks.
So, Mateen, you're the winner of this fight. How's it feel?
Exhilarating. It is stressful up there, beyond belief.
Yeah. How did it feel on the stage?
Sweaty. And like the heckling, it gets to you, and the constant, you have 30 seconds, you have 10, you can't actually collect your thoughts. Like, I thought I had punchy lines for this event, and I forgot everything when I got up there. But
corporate guest, President and Chief Strategy Officer of Imaginuity.
And you are?
Hi, I'm Danny Mariano. I'm the president of Razorfish.
Okay, so your fight tonight is about AI. What is your take?
My take tonight is all around the authenticity of AI, and can AI be authentic enough for consumers? And I believe it can be. At least I'm going to be saying I believe it can be.
And yours?
Well, human storytelling requires humans to be part of that story, and so AI is a big, important tool for all of us, and it does a lot of great things for our people to be able to tell more stories, faster stories. But I really believe you got to have the combination of humans plus the technology to be able to tell the stories that matter to consumers.
Because after all, we are all human. Well, what about Digital Fight Club? How do you feel about it?
This is my second time, so I think I know what to expect. I've been told it's going to be more rowdy tonight than last time, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm waiting to see how Danny reacts when the crowd starts acting drunk and crazy.
How about you, Dan?
Well, it's my first time being a fighter, and I'm from Los Angeles, so it's fun to see the Dallas crowd coming out and really cheering for all the different marketers here in Dallas in the big networking event. I'm definitely curious to see how the rounds go. It's an exciting format, and I think it'll be fun to have the debate and kind of get some different viewpoints and have some fun with everyone.
That's what it's all about, fun.
Marianne Radley, I'm the Chief Marketing Officer with Smoothie King.
And your fight tonight, you're actually a ref, but you're handling AI, right?
Right, the rise of the machines, yes.
So what are you going to do?
You know, I'm actually going to listen to what they have to say first and probably throw out a provocative question. But, you know, this is just such a hot topic, right? AI. I mean, you cannot get through any business meeting, any conference, any forum without people asking about AI. So I've got a few questions I want to ask and push on, some stemming from, you know, maybe a few fight clubs a few years ago and bringing that up to light and seeing what they have to say. So I'm excited. It's going to be a good night. Yeah.
So what do you think of Digital Fight Club?
This is amazing. It's amazing. I am a Digital Fight Club virgin, so this will be my first. I'm an unbelievable virgin.
Because you have 4 kids.
I have 4 kids, yes. So I'm really excited about it. It's just so great to see all the creative, you know, all the creatives here, the agencies, the CPG companies represented, and I just love to hear the different, you know, thinking and the way people are looking at some of the biggest issues we have right now in brand marketing, communications, getting new guests into our brand. So I'm excited. I'm going to learn a lot too.
It was intense. Danny made some incredibly strong points. I think her points about storytelling, I had to completely pivot. I think I used like 10% of my material because she kind of took me by surprise and did such a good job of, I think, getting the audience to really get behind that idea.
How did it feel like up in front of the crowd?
I mean, honestly, I'm usually great in front of crowds. I think this time, because she kind of pivoted what I thought we were going to, where it was going to go, I had to adjust. So I was just thinking really fast the whole time.
So what's the best thing about Digital Fight Club?
I think the best thing about Digital Fight Club is getting these marketing people to get excited about what they do and getting them a chance to kind of let their hair down and misbehave, clearly misbehave based on what we just saw.
John Kiker, president of Medium Giant.
And you are?
Aldo Quevedo, CEO of Beautiful Beast.
Okay, and your fight tonight is about wokeness and marketing and woke marketing.
Very non-controversial topic.
Yes, very non-controversial.
Yes.
So what's your angle, John?
So we're going to focus on something that really didn't make any waves at all, that little Dylan Mulvaney Bud Light can experiment and exactly what happened. My position is going to be that they actually did the right thing by doing it. But the way that they backpedaled away from it really brought some shade on them that they could have avoided.
How about you, Aldo?
The principle is great. The execution sucked. And we actually aligned a lot of things, so it's going to be hard to fight over it. But we'll find an angle. So we're going to explore. I'll let you tell us how you like it at the end.
I don't think anybody can really get behind woke marketing all the way.
No. I mean, if you're doing marketing right, unfortunately, that's a term that's become pejorative and co-opted by the wrong people. But if we're doing our jobs as great marketers, we understand experiences from all people who want to buy our products, and we're creating experiences that are authentic to them.
Right, and
you're right. The situation right now is that marketing is not a monologue anymore. So if you don't do the right thing as a brand, you alienate a lot of people, and sometimes it's okay, but you need to plan for it. So again, we align a lot in a lot of things.
So what do you want to take away from Digital Fight Club tonight?
I want to see, as is the case with ours, like how can you find some unique nuances, and how can I be inspired to think about solving problems differently, or certainly to consider different perspectives?
And how about you, Aldo?
It's a great platform. I mean, this is the first time I've been here. I think we talked about it. It's a great form of dialogue. It's not another panel, another speech. It's really very actionable. So I really like it.
Definitely not formal.
No, not at all.
You know, I just think when it comes to work marketing, consumers today are so engaged. They really want to participate in all the conversation. So it's really, how do you stay engaged with culture? Also make sure you're transparent with consumers, but at the same time stay true to the core of your brand. I think it's a fine balance, and it takes a lot of skill. So I'm interested to see what the refs have to say about that, the balance of it all.
It was intense. It was a spirited debate. I really enjoyed my preparation with Aldo and our time together. I actually learned a lot even before we got up there to fight, so it was a great experience.
What's it like being in front of the crowd with that kind of energy?
Oh my gosh! Like I was never the star athlete in high school, so like I think that's probably the first time I've been on stage and all eyes are on you, and you're getting cheered and jeered and all the things in between. But it was a lot of fun.
Reed Carr, CEO and Executive Creative Director of Red Door Interactive.
Okay, and
Hi, Amy Lanzi, CEO of Digitas.
your fight tonight is brand versus performance. What's your take on it?
Well, what we're going to focus on is the marketing funnel, and I believe that it's something that is time tested and still endures. And so that's my angle. I'm looking forward to talking about it.
And how about you, Amy?
My angle is that the funnel is basically dead, and we really are in a new world of marketing, and so we should be talking about how we're transforming our methodologies.
Because the funnel was usually fed by
Well, at the top, awareness. So a lot of interruptive media and ways to get people to be exposed to the brand and get excited about a brand so they start moving through toward the ultimate purchase and loyalty.
Yes, but you don't think the funnel exists.
I think the funnel is transformed into more of a cycle, and I think that's because there's been so much transformation on the platforms, the retail partners where you buy, and the way consumers engage.
Okay, all right. Sounds like it's going to be a good fight. So what is your takeaway? What's going to be your takeaway for the fight tonight?
Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to considering the other angle here, what the cycle looks like, and all the different touch points that we have out there available to us. But I think ultimately the takeaway here is get inspired by everybody's thinking here in the event, and see where it goes to apply it to our clients.
How about you?
I'm excited to hear a different point of view. I also am excited to hear everyone else talk about what they're thinking about, to understand the tension in our business, and to bring a little back the joy that comes with being in our business.
There is joy, isn't there? There really is.
Yeah.
So what do you think about Digital Fight Club?
Well, this is one heck of a format, I'll tell you that. It is fast and furious, so I'm excited to give it a shot.
How about you?
Same. It's fun to not. We were just saying it's fun to not have PowerPoint slides and to actually talk and have a healthy debate about what we do.
Down with PowerPoint slides.
I'm going to be looking for how do they balance it? How do they prove it? How do the different channels interact from an agency perspective? How do they arm me going to the board when I'm asking for less budget, more budget? And how are they looking at things above and beyond ROI, right? How are we getting to consumers new and different ways? How are we dealing with Meta and all the security policies out there? We can't tag anything anymore, especially in healthcare, right?
Yeah.
And AI engines and how all the automation and who's manning the ship.
It's just crazy.
It's absolutely crazy. So I'm going to be really listening in close because I'm actually a pretty sophisticated marketer and I can measure everything.
So what's the best thing about Digital Fight Club?
It's a fantastic place to get together to fight about it in ways that we don't get to in professional spaces. And it's great to hear the energy and love for marketing and what we do.
Do you feel more empowered and stronger for the experience?
100%. That is a tough crowd, and it's hard to think about facing off with someone and what you're going to say in the moment, to have proof in a 15 or 30 second moment. So yes, I feel like I can kind of do anything now.
Chris Shembri, CEO and founder of Alethea Marketing and Media.
Okay, and your fight tonight is?
All about testing different platforms, small, medium, large.
And you are?
Preston Larson with UM, and I'm the Chief Planning Officer.
Okay, so what is your angle?
My angle is going to be about taking micro tests or smaller tests and learning from them quick and then being able to expand them.
And yours, Preston?
I'm going to talk a little bit about more opportunities require more focus, and we need larger budgets to be statistically significant.
Yeah, because how do you know which platforms to choose to test in the first place?
Well, that's a good question. That's why you test. You don't know which platforms to use. And so what's important is to make sure that you're getting the right tests in place with the right parameters so that therefore you can do the test.
What do you think about that?
I think that we can filter it down by really talking to a client, understanding what their objectives are, and then going back to the garage to find those tools for them.
You guys sound like you both know what you're doing. I don't know what's going on here. So are you excited about Digital Fight Club?
Yeah, this is my first time, so I'm really excited. Don't know what to expect. I'm hoping he's not got a good right hook or else I'll be in trouble.
And how about you, Preston?
Yeah, it's been a great experience thus far, and I had a chance to see it last year, and now to be a part of it is exciting.
How did it feel like the the crowd pumping you up?
Oh my God, I couldn't believe how many people I had in my corner. It was awesome. Like it just gave you that, like I say, that rush that you're just like, oh wow, this is fun. I wanted to feed off of that crowd.
So what is your takeaway on Digital Fight Club?
I think it's an excellent way to really get issues out there or have a good debate and have people see the real you and what you're doing to, advance advertising. I've been doing this for a long time, and this is probably the most fun I've ever had at a debate or at an agency event.
Corey Austin, head of strategy at Chael.
And you are?
Hi, I'm Ron Titan. I'm the founder of Church and State.
Okay, so tonight your fight is brand versus whom or who is in charge. What's your take on it?
So I think the consumer wins 10 times out of 10. We live in a world where you can undeniably hear the voice every day of millions of people talking about everything that we care about as marketers, and their voices are simply louder than ours. What we say to them should be a response, not not the beginning of the conversation.
Okay, and you?
I vehemently disagree.
It's gonna be a fight.
It's gonna be a fight. I think the only people that can own it have to be the brand. They're the only one that has a holistic view of all the customers, of all clients, of all consumers, and they have access to inputs and research and everything the consumer doesn't have access to. So the consumer can have a narrative. I just don't think they own it.
Yeah, because the brand has to direct where the consumer goes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, so...
Use that, I'm going to write that.
Yeah, write that down. Write it down.
Good. Awesome. Hey, whose side are you on?
I'm neutral. Okay, so how do you guys feel about Digital Fight Club?
Oh, it's fantastic. I think a lot of the time, you get into a pitch room and you have to be very polite. You have to keep your, dots and crosses in order. But getting to look at the guy across from you and really tell him what you think about the subject, I think that's it's raw, it's real, and it's exactly what marketing needs.
Ooh, I like that.
I agree with that. I love you're so used to being so such a team player, with every agency around the table. And that's kind of sad because nobody has a real strong opinion anymore because they're afraid of being wrong. And I think what it shows is that we can actually have respectful and engaging dialogue that actually makes us all better. And it's just amazing just to meet new people that we wouldn't have met before.
And isn't that what it's about?
Very interesting times. I think for sure the consumer's in control. We see that. But the brand can do a lot to shape things, but also to screw up. So I think there's a lot to poke at on this one.
So Ron, congratulations, you won.
Thank you. Yes, you know what? I gave my 110% out there. It was a great team in the crowd, or whatever sports metaphor. Yeah, all that applies.
How did it feel? Like to be up in front of the crowd?
Fun. It was great. Corey's a super brilliant strategist, and either side could have won this. We both could have argued either side. It's just great to have a nice, spirited conversation with somebody who knows their shit.
Did it make you feel powerful?
No, I'm from Canada. We don't feel powerful.